Welcome home, man.
Coming up next on Burbank On Demand, business and trade go hand in hand, and in the case of this Burbank company, their worldwide success was always in the cards. Burbank Water and Power's newsletter offers plenty of helpful information, and now Currents is coming to TV. Do you know what to do if someone suffers cardiac arrest? This month's Safe and Sound offers some simple tips that just may save a life. And we'll take a sneak peek at the newest Mayor's Show as Mayor Emily Gabel-Luddy heads out to several neighborhoods during National Night Out. Hello, I'm Drew Sugars, Public Information Officer for the City of Burbank. Thank you for joining us for this September edition of Burbank On Demand. Stories about people and places in Burbank that you can watch anytime you want on demand. This month, we are coming to you from the Burbank Water and Power building on Magnolia Boulevard. A little later on, we're going to show you how this citizen-owned utility is getting the message out to you, the customer. That's still to come. But first, let's check in with Todd Wilson with the latest edition of This Week in Burbank.
Welcome to This Week in Burbank for August 31st through September 7th, 2013. The Burbank City Council will be holding a special study session to hear details on the Burbank Bob Hope Airport's noise program. The meeting is the first in a series of meetings in the next few weeks on airport issues. This study session will be held Tuesday, September 10th at a special time of 6 p.m. in the City Council chambers. For more on this or any of the meetings, log on to burbankca.gov/airport planning, or you can also check out linkburbank.com.
And then he is plowing.
The fall storytime programs are back at the Burbank Public Library. These popular programs offer a chance for little ones to hear some great stories and for preschoolers to have fun with songs, crafts, and other activities. Programs start on September 9th for toddler time at the Buena Vista and Central Library branches, and on September 10th at all three libraries for preschool story time. For more information on all the story sessions, including days and times, visit the library's website at burbanklibrary.com or stop in to your local branch soon. The Burbank Recycle Center and the County of Los Angeles invite you to dispose of your waste that's too toxic to trash at the annual Household Hazardous Waste and E-Waste Collection event, coming up on Saturday, September 14th at the Fire Training Center on Ontario Street. Hazardous household waste includes items such as paint and paint thinner, pesticides, motor oil, brake fluid, antifreeze, pool chemicals, and batteries. You can also bring your electronic waste like old computers, keyboards, cell phones, monitors, even old broken televisions. For complete details on what you can dispose at the event, as well as times and location maps, log on to burbankrecycle.org or visit the County of Los Angeles Department of Public Works at cleanla.com for other events throughout the county. If you've looked to the heavens and wondered what exactly you're seeing, the Friends of the Chandler Bikeway and the Burbank Sidewalk Astronomers invite you to come and find out. Join them for a fun-filled evening of stargazing on Friday, September 13th from 8 to 10 p.m. on the Chandler Bikeway at Lima Street. No experience or equipment is necessary, just a love for the stars. To find out more about the Sidewalk Astronomers or even learn to build your own telescope, log on to burbanksidewalkastronomers.com or call 818-238-5440 for more details. I'm Todd Wilson. That's what's happening this week in Burbank.
Thank you, Todd. With Disney, Warner Brothers, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and hundreds of other media-related businesses within a couple of miles of where I'm standing, Burbank's boast of being the media or the entertainment capital of the world is not Hollywood hype. But would you believe Burbank is also the undisputed sports card mecca of the world? In this month's cover story, Peter Masurlian reports on a family business that houses millions of sports cards and is the #1 destination on the internet for hobbyists around the world.
At the corner of Beechwood and Burbank, you might have noticed this quaint little sports card shop. A quick glance at a claim on the exterior signage just might catch your interest. The world's largest sports card selection. Well, they're not exaggerating. This 7,500 square foot building houses some 38 million sports cards and outsells its nearest competitor by 20 to 1.
Maybe you could get $100, $150 out of that.
You might call Burbank Sports Cards the A-Rod of sports card shops, but the performance enhancer used by the father and son team of Stephen and Rob Veris is organization.
We have about 125 different dealers worldwide that buy from us, and they buy in huge quantities. For instance, I can sell to them 50 of a certain player. Let's say you're a dealer in New York. You want the Yankees, you want the Mets, you want the Giants, you want the Knicks. Okay, so no problem. So we can ship them 500, 800, 1,000 cards just like that. We can pull the order in a few minutes and it's on its way. Nobody else can do that. Nobody has that inventory.
Stephen is the tech guy of the operation. He makes sure the business end is running smoothly and continually adapting to changes in technology. Rob, though, has been doing this for 34 years, first and foremost because of his love of sports, which he inherited from his grandfather.
He was a sports junkie, and I got the gene from him, so sports was always a big part of my life. And about 7 or 8, started collecting cards, and it was just a great summertime thing to do. I found a local coin shop, Donald S. Osborne Coins and Stamps on Magnolia Boulevard. A lot of people might remember Don. He was a character. And I started working for him when I was 11, 12 years old, doing coins and stamps. One day, I come to realize that baseball cards had a price guide, had values, and had people looking to buy them.
So young Rob got to set up in a corner of the store selling sports cards. The business continued to grow until 1989, when he and his father bought the shop. By the time they moved to their third location a few years ago, 95% of their business had moved online. Those millions of cards on their shelves, all part of a massive database available with the click of a mouse.
You have all these athletes from every corner of the globe. You have all these sports fans from every corner of the globe. And to have just a storefront where the local 30 square miles can come in and visit you used to work, but now there's a much higher expectation.
So whether it's priority mail like this or first class mail, everything is fully trackable.
When the stuff comes in, we break it down by year right away. When we build up enough of this product in there, then we'll break it down by brand and we'll get it put into our systems and database online. So this right here is one of the most important parts of the shop, is our breakdown section. We also have the Great Wall of Madness here, all color-coded by sport. It represents every brand across all 4 sports from 1981 to present.
Baseball cards are still far and away the #1 seller, followed by football and basketball.
And no matter who you collect, whether you are looking for Davy Lopes cards or if you're looking for, Bart Starr, everything we have is online 24/7.
We have a lot of customers that they are golfers. They want to have the golf set, or the tennis players. So we have tennis cards. This one over here is hockey. So the blue is hockey. Yellow is basketball, peach is football. This is the edge. Okay, that's very similar to my body.
About 5% of their sales are in such areas as wrestling, soccer, and entertainment. But coming up fast behind hockey, the 4th bestseller, is auto racing.
Average collector, my experience, 38 to 42 years old, lifelong sports fan, has been collecting cards since they were 12, 13 years old, and this is their way to escape their regular lives and to interact with the folks that they idolize on the playing field.
But as the internet has allowed their business to boom, they also have to compete for younger fans who spend lots of time playing video games.
It's a lot of fun. You can take a kid that's never collected cards before, bring them in here, give them a box of cards, have them open it up, and they just freak out.
While this hobby attracts youngsters and sports fans of all ages, some of the online customers are investors.
People like to speculate on a new rookie. We just happen to have a kid in the Dodgers, that's doing super good. So there's a big hype about him. However, we won't know for years whether he's going to be really superstar. Now, of course, we know Sandy Koufax, Mickey Mantle, and those guys, we know what they have done in the past. These new kids, we know he's hot. We know he's very likable. But will he be a superstar in 5 years or 10 years or next year? We do not know. So people speculate while his cards are inexpensive, hope that those cards will go and triple and 10 times, sometimes 20 times.
The shop fills between 100 and 250 orders per day.
So if I click on this first customer, this happens to be Australia over here. Then this guy over here is in Finland. This guy over here is in Australia. This particular person in the Philippines. This one over here in Canada. This Czech Republic, Canada, Indonesia.
Prices range from just pennies per card to cards costing hundreds of dollars to orders of several box sets that can run into the thousands.
A pack, one pack, is several $100s in that particular brand. So that's a high end. And then right above it, we have, for the same year, we had Topps First Row and one of the least expensive cards that you can possibly buy.
Just a few weeks ago, they bought a piece of equipment that will revolutionize their online sales, a high-speed, high-resolution scanner. It used to take an hour to scan 40 cards on just one side. This machine can scan 40 cards front and back in a minute. And utilizing their unique data management system, they expect to scan at least 1 million cards in a year and know where to find each one of them fast.
And that's really what it's all about. Making it easier for the customer to buy what they want to buy so they can see what they're going to be buying.
So you come on the website and you collect everything of football player Todd Collins because you went to school with him. You walk into most card shops, they're going to go, who? You come in here, put his name in the search engine. 87 different cards come up, the majority of them 25 cents each. Put them in the shopping cart, pay for them, we pull them while you wait. Go home, put them in the shopping cart, have them shipped to you. Literally any player, any sport.
Well, almost literally.
Sit down. Okay. Don't be shy.
This man from South America was looking for Venezuelan Chucho Ramos, who played briefly for the Cincinnati Reds in 1944.
If you are a Derek Jeter collector, they made several thousand different cards for him. Yeah. But some players have maybe only one card.
The business that mixes a love of sports and unrivaled size and organization continues to grow. And as Rob Vera says, he'll keep doing it as long as he has the enthusiasm and passion for the hobby he had as a young boy in that small Burbank coin shop in the 1970s.
I'm in here before 8 in the morning. I'm here past 6 at night. I work 6 days a week. I think about this all the time at home.
It's not enough. We got to work more.
How about this guy? How's he doing?
Yeah, you know, we keep him around.
Reporting from Burbank Sports Cards, I'm Peter Masurlian with the Burbank On Demand cover story.
More to come on Burbank On Demand. CPR. It's not as hard to learn as you might think. We're going to show you the life-saving technique in the latest installment of Safe and Sound. Burbank neighbors were certainly out in force on National Night Out. So was Mayor Emily Gabel-Luddy, who hits the neighborhoods in a sneak peek of the new mayor's show. That's when Burbank On Demand returns.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Burbank On Demand. Stories about people and places in Burbank that you can watch whenever you want. This month we're in the lobby of Burbank Water and Power, a citizen-owned utility dedicated to providing Burbank residents with a consistent flow of electricity and water each and every day. BWP customers may be familiar with this publication. It's called Currents. It comes out every 3 months, and if you haven't taken a look, you are missing out on some really useful information that can impact your daily life and even save you some money in the process. Beginning this month, we are introducing a new segment in Burbank On Demand that brings this quarterly newsletter to your television or your computer screen. Now, whatever form of media you use, BWP is committed to keeping customers informed about everything the community-owned utility has to offer. In this very first video edition of Currents, BWP's Jeanette Meyer explains the different ways BWP is connecting with you and also how you can impact the discussion.
Hi, I'm Jeanette Meyer with Burbank Water and Power. A big part of my job is to communicate with Burbank's residents and businesses. And Burbank, I really do want to talk with you. We have a lot to share with you about your community-owned electric and water utility. I want to tell you what Burbank Water and Power is doing in our mission to provide every single household and business in town with services that are affordable, reliable, and sustainable. For instance, did you know that Burbank's electric rates are among the lowest in Southern California? Even better, our electric reliability is one of the highest in the entire United States. And Burbank was the first city in America to commit to 33% of our electricity being produced from renewable resources. Now on the waterfront, Burbank's rates are actually the lowest in Southern California. BWP is taking lots of steps to make sure that our water remains safe, affordable, and reliable well into the future, including projects like Reservoir One that's being built right now. So, how do we get the word out about what your utility is working on and what we can do for you? First, there's our website, burbankwaterandpower.com. BWP's website is chock full of information. You can visit us online to find out about our efficiency and conservation programs, bill payment options, water quality, jobs at BWP, construction standards, you name it. The gamut of information online is huge. Our website also just got a facelift, making it easier to navigate and find the information you want. Please visit us online at burbankwaterandpower.com. Another way we communicate is with our Currents newsletter. Currents includes articles about issues we hope you find interesting, like this one from the last issue on how BWP replaced 99 utility poles in just 1 week, or this article about how BWP maintains Burbank's water system infrastructure to ensure highest reliability. As the editor of Currents, I'm always looking for story ideas, as well as for feedback on what you think about the newsletter. Are the articles here interesting or helpful to you? That's my goal, and I'd really like to know how to make Currents, as well as all of our communications, something that you enjoy and get value from. My email is listed on the back of every issue, so please don't hesitate to contact me with your suggestions. I'm working on the new issue of Currents now, which will be arriving at your home in October. I truly hope you find it interesting and helpful to you. BWP has also been dipping our toes into the social media world. We have a Twitter account, Burbank H2O Power. If you are one of our 800 followers, you may recall recent tweets about cutting greenhouse gas emissions and BWP's Go Native turf removal program. Please join the conversation with us at Burbank H2O Power. In Currents, as well as on burbankwaterandpower.com, you'll find out about our upcoming events, like free landscape workshops and our centennial celebration. 2013 marks 100 years of service to the city, and we will be throwing our doors open to the public on Saturday, October 12th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I invite you to join the fun. You'll be able to tour BWP's global award-winning Magnolia Power Plant, check out our 3 rooftop gardens, stroll through the beautiful eco-campus that's helping BWP become a zero-water runoff site, and there's much more. I really do hope to see you on October 12th. As a parting thought, I'd like to remind you that Burbank Water and Power is community-owned. That means we work for you and not for some shareholder that probably doesn't even live in Burbank. You and this city are our investment, and I, along with the 343 other members of Burbank Water and Power, look forward to being always there for you.
Thank you, Jeanette. The next edition of Currents Magazine will begin arriving in October, so look for it in your mailbox. Also, don't forget to check out BWP's new and improved website at burbankwaterandpower.com. You'll find information about everything from conservation to construction standards. Well, here is an interesting statistic regarding cardiac arrest. 4 out of 5 incidents happen at home, which means you might someday be in a position to save the life of someone you love. And the best way to do that is to learn the basics of CPR. In this month's Safe and Sound, Burbank firefighter paramedic Eric Clements gives us the life-saving details.
Hello, my name is Eric Clements and I'm a firefighter paramedic with the City of Burbank. Today I'd like to talk to you about hands-only CPR. Most of you know what CPR stands for. It's cardiopulmonary resuscitation. A lot of people think that CPR is a hard skill and process to learn, but it's not. It's pretty simple. And today we're going to show you how to do that. First, if you come across a person, an adult, that is not moving and is unresponsive, you need to call 911. Immediately after calling 911, you need to get down on your hands next to the patient, place your hands in the center of the patient's chest, one hand on top of the other, and you're going to press down hard and fast. All you need to remember is to call 911, put your hands in the center of the chest and press hard and fast until help arrives. Remember, doing something is better than doing nothing. Learning CPR could help save a life.
Remember, this video is for informational purposes only. The Burbank Fire Department encourages all individuals to receive CPR training through the American Heart Association of the American Red Cross. Burbank On Demand will continue in just a moment. When we come back, a sneak peek at the new mayor's show as Mayor Emily Gabel-Luddy spends a night on the town visiting neighbors during National Night Out.
Welcome home, man.
Welcome back to Burbank On Demand. Nearly 30 years ago, National Night Out debuted as an effort to build neighborhood camaraderie while sending a message to criminals that neighbors were organizing to make their streets a safe place. Recently, Burbank residents joined people around America in celebrating National Night Out. Burbank Mayor Emily Gabel-Luddy took that opportunity to speak with some of the participants in this sneak peek of the latest Mayor Show.
Welcome to beautiful Chandler Bike Path. I'm Emily Gabel-Luddy, Mayor of Burbank, and tonight on the Mayor Show, we're going to be taking a look at National Night Out. This evening, I'm standing here with Chief Scott LaChasse. And Chief, I wanted to thank you so much for making this such a central part of Burbank's efforts tonight.
Thank you. This is all about collaboration, partnerships, and making sure that we've got energy and enthusiasm in our community.
I think we've got a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm. I wanted to ask you if you could tell us all how National Night Out started.
It's a way that we can get the message out. We can get our neighbors to work in collaboration with the police department, but there's no one theme. Neighborhoods are free to form their own types of activities. It's an opportunity for the neighbors to get in contact with the police and really work on crime prevention strategies, awareness, anything that neighbors want to do, we're able to assist them with.
Chief, it's really great to see so many people out here tonight, and I want to tell you all that there are homes all throughout Burbank tonight that are opening up with good food, good conversation, to observe and celebrate this night called National Night Out, and those folks will be doing it until 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. And what brings you down here to National Night Out?
I'm thrilled with National Night Out, especially since this is the 30th anniversary. The law enforcement community obviously is our front line, and people sometimes forget that the community is the backbone. And so to be able to bring them both together really is an exciting time, and it puts a face on the police force and the other security forces for our city, and it also brings together our community and shows us that we may be individuals, but we're much more powerful as a community together. And it's great fun for the families as well, so it's a great event.
Okay, we are standing in front of 1132 North Rose on National Night Out, and with me is Ellen. Ellen, you want to say a few things to everybody out there?
I hope everybody's enjoying National Night Out like we are on Rose Street. It's always a great event, and we have everybody together, and it's wonderful. And we get to have our mayor here, fire department, police, and it's awesome.
Well, I am standing at 9th and Olive in front of the Rock House, which is behind us, but also, just as importantly, in front of an historic car that I'm guessing is a 1955 Chevrolet.
You're absolutely right. That's a 1955 Bel Air, and it's a beautiful car, and it's one of our club members, Don Baldessarone's car, and we love it.
9th and Olive is the site of a house. It's the first designated historic house in Burbank, and I'm here with one of the Burbank's owners, and I wondered if you'd introduce yourself to our whole community.
Sure, Kirk Solomon. And Greg Rayner also owns a house.
And I've been asking a few people this question. What is it about the neighborhood that you think is so special?
Well, I think, as you can see tonight, we've had a great turnout. We get neighbors from 6 blocks away, even further away and to come out. And, it's just, we have hot dogs and chips and drinks, and the Road Kings come out, and we get some great classic cars. Having the fire department come, we had the hook and ladder truck here earlier, the other emergency vehicles, the kids, as you can tell, were like all over those. So it's just a great night, and I think a lot of people get to meet their neighbors in a really relaxed environment that they don't normally get to know their neighbors.
How you doing? I'm Vince Carnegie. I live here in Burbank on 918 Country Club Drive, and welcome to our neighborhood night out party.
Well, thank you very much. And how many years has Country Club Drive have done a national night out?
I think this is about the 10th night we've done this, 10th year we've done this. So, 9th or 10th year, yeah, we've done it up the street, we've done it down the street, and now we're in the middle of the street. So, yeah, so it's been a great night out. It's been really great to get together with your neighbors and, to kind of get reacquainted and realize we're all a good part of Burbank.
That's Burbank Mayor Emily Gabel-Luddy and the new Mayor's Show. The entire half-hour show will debut during the month of September right here on the Burbank channel. Of course, it will also be available on demand whenever you like to watch it. Be sure to check out the Burbank On Demand webpage on the city's website to watch any of the stories that you've seen today. In fact, every story we've done in Burbank On Demand is available, so be sure to share the link with family and friends. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.